This is Ultimate Hidden Storage, brought to you by Kaizer from Crete. So as you can see, we can't access them. They are not visible from both sides, and also they are not accessible from both sides unless I open the door. Now, this is a proper raided base. Also, don't worry, your mortar and pestles are fine. They are protected under the foundation. From that moment, I saw 1 week's video about invisible storage. I used that trick on my official series to this day. I had my doubt first, how could you build an invisible storage? How is this possible? Then I saw the video, alright, it's true. Can I do that too? Yes, I can. Not that difficult. But then I thought, now everyone knows about this. So this is probably useless, right? Then I give it a try. Build a couple invisible storages. I started slowly, hiding little things. Every time I got raided or got wiped, I went back to do my hidden storages and started my rebuild a lot faster. I almost never went back to having nothing. Some flag and some metal tools, and then some Crete dinos. But after almost 6 months later, when I had very good loot in my hidden storages, someone stole them. I went there and they were gone. And the worst thing is I had no idea. I was clueless. They didn't have to destroy anything. They just take them. All they have to do is look down on a wall and they can get the loot. But they missed few of them. The ones that lowered 3 times. Those ones are harder to locate. I kinda lost all my trust in the hidden storages. These things were getting around and more people knows about them and they were less safe. My tribe mates wanted to use hidden vaults instead of invisible storages. I really don't like hidden vaults. I like to hide things in plain sight. That feels safer, to be honest. So more people knows about this. Hiding good stuff inside the invisible storage is gonna make you worry a lot. All people have to do is look down on a wall and they will see your hidden storages. As you can see, people will search for your hidden storages and eventually someone will find them. Look down on a wall and they will see everything you hide and they will just take them. That's what happened to me. Still, this is better than keeping all your loot in your base, but it got me thinking, should I ditch this method altogether? Or should I work on them to make them better and maybe even perfect? That's where the ultimate hidden storage comes from. So let's make an experiment together. If you lower a foundation just one time and then place a mortar and pestle, it will be seen from above, so anyone can see them and access them. If you lower the foundation 2 times, now it's not visible except from that part, and we can cover that part with a wall. This is the classic design for invisible storages. If someone with the knowledge of the invisible storages stumble across your base, your loot is gone. So how about if you lower a foundation 3 times? Then you can't access it from above. You have to access from this side. So what happens if you place a wall here? Then you can't access your mortar and pestles. The wall is blocking your access. No one can access your mortar and pestles. That's about it actually. So unless they see you hiding your loot here, no one is gonna blow up your unfinished stone base. You can just build something like this and leave it here. Since this is 3 times lower, you can place beds here too. so you can spawn here safely and check your stuff. But are we done here? No, of course not. I don't want to destroy and replace the wall every time I need to use my hidden storages. So what we can do here? The wall is blocking the way. So what if we can place something that comes and goes? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, a door frame. Let's place it and try. As you can see, we can access these mortar and pestle. How about the other ones? We still can't access them. So what happens if we place the door? Alright, door is placed and we can't access this one too. So if I open this door, am I gonna be access it? Yes. Now I can access the mortar and pestle. When I close the door, you can't access it. But we still have 2 more mortar and pestles. What do you think we have? We can replace this door frame. Yes, double door frame. Let's try that too. Now, let's see. We can't access any of the mortar and pestles. Make sure to check this. Sometimes this might glitch out. So let's open this double door and see if we can access the mortar and pestles. Now, yes, we can. This is working perfectly. So you better not finish this little base. So leave it open. Maybe place some structures. But if you ask me, do not do that. Just leave it something like this. Leave it like this. It's gonna look like an unfinished starter base. So build this ultimate hidden storage in a spot that's not crowded with aggressive wild dinos. Sometimes they glitch and manage to attack mortar and pestles. Not always, but sometimes it happens. Try to build this in a remote spot. Less people see this and less chance it's gonna get blown up. So the ultimate hidden storages. The only way to get the loot, blow everything up. So you're probably thinking, now you just show this, so everyone is gonna come and destroy these, right? No, because there are so many starter bases like this. It's close to impossible to blow every single one of them up. So even if you think you're gonna do this, after you blow up some of them and you find nothing, you're gonna get tired and it's gonna be very boring. So now I'm gonna give you a little secret. I probably shouldn't do this. The secret to understand this, look closely to foundations. So this one is stacked and this one is not stacked. Can you spot the difference? If it's not the block view, noticing this a lot easier. Let me change it for you. Also, you need to snap something to lower foundation down here, or it's gonna get auto decay pretty fast. Now maybe you can spot the difference a little bit better. This is a stacked one and this is just one foundation. If my memory is correct, I never seen anyone build stone stack foundations like double stone foundations. It's already too weak against a C4, so there is no point. If you don't trust stone, you want something better, you want metal foundations, well, you can't have that. You can't build this in metal. It doesn't work in metal. Metal covers less and mortar and pestles are visible, so this is end of the video. Nope, you can't have this, but there is another way to do it. There is a design for metal ones too. But before that, let me show you why this doesn't work in metal. As you know, stacked metal foundations are very common, and if you build double foundations in metal, people won't think you have hidden stuff there. It's just for more defensive power. But when it's stacked in metal, it's clearly visible. That's why I mostly use stone when I build hidden storages. Just an unfinished Bob base. They move on. You move on. But since we're done with stone ones, let's focus on this metal one. We can't use the 3 times lowered ones because they look like this. As you can see, metal doesn't hide your mortar and pestles. Also, your bed is visible too. Now, this is working with stone double doors, but if we replace that with metal double doors, that doesn't work either. For some reason, metal double doors doesn't block the access. So is there a way to do this in metal? Yes, there is. If you practice where to place mortar and pestles, you can actually hide them inside the foundation. But you can't use metal double doors. If you don't practice this in your local server, it's gonna be unbelievably difficult for you. As you can see here, exactly the same thing, but stone hides and metal doesn't. Also, we have the double door problem too. As you can see, metal double doors doesn't block the access. Let me replace the double doors and you see stone is gonna be blocking them. So now it's working, but metal foundations and stone double doors. That's very weird. Also, you have enough metal to stack your foundations, but you don't have to make some double doors. It's very suspicious. So let's get back to the point. How can we use this in metal? So we're not lowering the foundations 3 times. We're gonna lower them 2 times. Actually, same thing right here. So let's remake that in metal. Now we place the mortar and pestles, but it's gonna be a little bit different than stone. We have to go a little more to this edge. Alright, now it's working. Now we replace these ones too. So now I have all of them lined up perfectly. We place the foundation, then the wall. This is the original design. Now you can access all of your mortar and pestles, but so everyone else can too. The difference between stone and this is this look. You can change this to black, then they can't see this from anywhere else but this side. As you can see, it's very visible. Just place foundations this side too. Now it's done. You have the original design in metal. So what can we do about this? But we can only access these mortar and pestles from this side. We can access them from this side. The wall is blocking them. So now, what if we place them so perfectly into the middle? The wall blocks both sides. So I thought about this and I tested it. Since I'm making this video, results are fine. So let's replace this wall with a double door frame. As you can see, we can't access the mortar and pestles. The door is blocking. Let's open the door. Now we can't access them. But everyone else can access this from this side. So all we have to do is place the mortar and pestles so perfectly into middle, the wall is gonna block both sides. And you're gonna have to open the door to access the mortar and pestles. So how do we place the mortar and pestles easily and without wasting a lot of materials? Place one mortar and pestle and then test it with a double door. You're supposed to not be able to access the mortar and pestle from both sides. Cut the double door frame and double door really quick. Now we're gonna try with the foundations. It should also be not visible until you open the door. Now, as you can see, I placed them incorrectly. Now, this side works. Let's check the other side. Alright, both sides are working, but this one is clearly visible from the above. We're gonna have to replace that one. Now, as you can see, I replaced them and this time it's perfect. They are not visible from both sides and also they are not accessible from both sides unless I open the door. When the door is open, you can easily place anything you want inside the mortar and pestles. Don't forget to change your foundations into blocks, or everyone can easily see what's hidden under them. So before you build this, bear in mind, this is gonna be very expensive for you. If you are in early game, maybe even mid game, try the stone one. Don't go for the metal one. So I know this is a little bit difficult, but it can be done. If you manage this, now you have ultimate hidden storage. So this is the design. Everyone is just gonna look around and they just gonna leave. This is not suspicious. This is an unfinished metal base. There is nothing in there as far as you're concerned. As far as you're concerned, there is nothing to take here. What is these doors? If you ask that, a lot of people will say this is just an airlock. So experienced players might look around and say, so where is the damage? This looks like an raided base, but there is no damage. For that, you can just place a 1 C4 down and blow it. Now, this is a proper raided base. Also, don't worry. Your mortar and pestles are fine. They're protected under the foundation. But there is only one problem here. For that, I'm gonna have to jump into my other character for you. So now, I'm on my other character. Let's see if we can access these mortar and pestles. As you can see, we cannot access them. But unfortunately, we can see them. We can see the name. From both sides, the name is visible. So if they look down, they're gonna see your mortar and pestles. They can't access it, but they can see. They have to blow it up. It's the same with the stone foundations. They can't access it, but they can see. But we already replaced these with metal ones. Let's see the stone ones. So as you can see, we can't access them, but we can see the mortar and pestles. So if they see your invisible storages, surely they will come back with some C4 to blow it. But I don't think that's gonna stop me saying this is an ultimate hidden storage, right? So I hope this video helps you out. If you like the video, you know what to do. But before I go, let me show you something else real quick. I don't think I can call this one as another design because alteration is very limited and it is very easy to build. So this design is from 1 week's video too. So this is hidden storage in a pillar. As you can see, we have a mortar and pestle right here. How do we build this? Let me show you that really fast. So just like this, you have a hidden storage on a pillar. So what am I changing in this design? As you can see, everyone can come up to this pillar and look down, and now they have all your stuff. So instead of lowering pillars, we just do this. Place one pillar, place the mortar and pestle, and then place a hatch frame, and then place the trapdoor. Now if you come up here and look down, you're not gonna see anything. Let's check from down there. So as you can see, you can still see the mortar and pestle, but yet again you cannot access it. How do we access this? Just open the trapdoor. Now you can access your mortar and pestle and store all your good loot. So here you go, hidden storage inside a pillar. Also, there is another alteration of that design. So this is a lowered one, just like this one. Instead of placing a ceiling, we're gonna place a hatch frame. Now we can access the mortar and pestle from down here. Also up here. Place a trapdoor. Now we can see the mortar and pestle from up here, but we can't access it. So what is the difference? The difference is you can add another hatch frame, make it look like it's a plant egg storage tower. We can place the crop plot and then the hatch frame. Very common design. You can see something similar to this everywhere on the map. Plant egg storage tower. It looks like one, but it's actually a hidden storage. If you wanna build this in metal, that's gonna be challenging because metal pillars doesn't hide anything. If you need a hidden storage real quick, place the pillar. Place the mortar and pestle on top. Add a hatch frame. Close it with a trapdoor. Your hidden storage is ready. Open the trapdoor and store your stuff. Close the trapdoor and get on with your day. So happy saving your stuff and surviving another day. And finally, we're done.